Hello and welcome to El Rashida in Morocco for day 5 of the Estoril Portimao Marrakesh Rally. Round 3 of the 2010 FA Rally Raid World Tour reached the halfway point yesterday, but with 4 incredibly tough African legs ahead of the competitors, there's a long way to go, and it's anyone's race in the bike and the car category. Today we'll be looking at action from leg 5, a 446-kilometre loop around El Rashida, but first with a roundup of what's happened so far. In the bikes, motocross champion Luis Correa was quick at first but missed the checkpoint, while Ruben Faria struggled with the weight of the KTM 690 bike on the twisty Portuguese stages. No problem for David Casto and the lightweight carbon Sherco. He took the lead yesterday in Morocco, whereas Frans Verhoeven on the BMW 450 had problems yesterday but is still well paced. And Paulo Goncalves suffered right up until today, but went very well for him. In the cars, no surprise, Portuguese drivers were quick at home. Filipe Campos won 4 out of 5 in Europe and held Olivier Relais second overall when we left Portugal, but Russian Nowitzki was closing them down. Bad news for Miguel Barbosa, took a 96-hour penalty for an engine change, but a good performance by Bernardo Moniz de Meyer in the third BMW X3 of the X-Race team. Yesterday on leg 4, David Casto on the Sherco had a faultless ride, his second stage win on the event, propelling him into the lead overall. KTM's Ruben Faria, first Moroccan stage without Desprez, second on the stage and third overall. Frans Verhoeven on the BMW broke his front mudguard, lost a bit of time but finished the stage flat out, third fastest, fourth overall. Helder Rodriguez on the Yamaha 450 had led since stage 2 but followed the pack yesterday, lost too much time and lost the lead, fourth on the stage. Mario Petreo on the Suzuki won the third stage, so opened the road yesterday, but with no experience of navigation and a broken trip meter, he got very lost after just 5 kilometres and lost an hour. In the cars, Leonard Nowitzki in the BMW X3, his co-driver Andreas Schultz used all his previous Dakar experience on the tricky navigation and they took 10 minutes out of the Liga, first on the stage, second overall. Eric Vigouroux in the Chevrolet Silverado pickup, very quick yesterday, started well down after a gearbox change on the previous day and got held up by traffic a bit. His main problem was engine overheating. A vapour lock forced him to stop for 8 minutes, just 10 kilometres from the finish line. Eventually they managed to cruise out the stage at a medium pace, they controlled the engine temperature and they came home second and up to 5th in the overall standings. Eric Van Loon felt more comfortable with the size of his Mitsubishi in the desert but lacked the local knowledge some of the other crews had. He got a third on the stage, but he's 11th overall in the standing due to penalties from missing a checkpoint in Portugal. Filipe Campos in the BMW X3 led since special stage 2 and has always said he was doing the Moroccan stages for fun and to learn. He did a great job yesterday and only lost 10 minutes to his pursuers, fourth on the stage but still the overall leader. Ricardo Leo dos Santos in the bigger BMW X5 had a much better day than in Portugal and felt the X5 was very much at home in Africa, fifth on the stage and fourth overall. And Jose Diniz Lucas from Portugal in the Mitsubishi Pajero, the opposite, a great start in Portugal, but he didn't finish yesterday's stage until very late. So today's stage, a loop configuration, and if you're with us yesterday, you'll know that Cyril Desprez said it will be the stage of the rally. It starts with fast tracks, then mountain roads, sand dunes, and dust will mean that road position could be crucial. Just a 30-kilometre liaison to the start today, so a nice short run in, but it's the longest special stage of the rally at 338 kilometres. And finally, just a 90-kilometre liaison back to the bivouac at El Rashida. The bikes. David Casto only holds the lead briefly. Problems today means that he drops to second overall again. He had condensation in his trip meter readout, completely blinded the screen. He couldn't read the GPS or the trip, and he went 20 kilometres the wrong way, but only lost 6 minutes. The bike's good, but they'll change the engine tonight as a standard procedure. Jose Manuel Pelica on the Yamaha had problems again with navigation thanks to his trip not working, but is very happy to be riding again, and he's slowly climbing the leaderboard. Decided now that he's too far back to make a good finish, and he'll be happy just to make the finish rather than worry about his position. Pelica says, I'm 8th in the overall standing, which is good because it's my first race since I broke my shoulder on the Dakar. So for me it's important to race, to get back into the habit of using the road book. And on this race what matters is not my ranking, but to get back a good feeling on the bike. David Magra on the KTM 450, another rider new to Rally Raid, along with Petreo and Correa, but has taken a different and much more sensible approach. Quoted as saying that he was taking the softly, softly catch the monkey approach, a big contrast to the approach of his fellow Portuguese competitors who've managed to get themselves lost and have all sorts of issues with the navigation. He's had no major dramas and said he was having a very enjoyable ride. Typical Moroccan scenery, very, very rocky and sandy.
The rally for me is an adventure. I never do a rally like that, and in Portugal I do Bages, but all the circuits are with flash, and it's completely different to navigate. The first day in Morocco I lost 20 minutes, and after I understand the road book, the cap, all the things.
So Luis Correa, the Portuguese motocross star, learned his lesson yesterday after some big navigation mistakes and was pushing too hard. Today he rode 80%. He paid more attention to the road book and he tried to follow some of the others. He rode with David Magra today. Really enjoyed the experience and says he's desperate for more of the adventures already. I'm sure we're going to see him on the Dakar soon. Ruben Barrier on the KTM, slightly disappointed to make a few navigation errors. He'd normally be with Cyril Desprez and he's learning the role of team leader. Riding more slowly than he would have done with his teammate, but says he will take more risks over the next 2 days to try and take the win. Frans Verhoeven learned another lesson today. Rear-mounted tank had a leak. His fuel tank, he had to purchase a sock to stem the flow. This was due to a different spec of engine today. Got very frustrated and rode harder at the end of the stage to make up the time, using anything they can to keep these bikes going. Helder Rodriguez today on the Yamaha 450. Portuguese rider had no information on the other competitors and was surprised to be faster than a lot of his opponents. Like Casto, he felt he could have won the stage, but he had so many technical problems with the bike today that I think he was just happy to make the finish. Today was a bit difficult for me. I broke the trip meter at the 40th kilometre of the stage. Then I broke the rear brake pedal, so I had to finish the stage like that, which is not simple because I had to stay seated on the bike all the time. But apart from this problem, everything's okay. I controlled the race, and at refueling I saw I was ahead of Casto, so I finished with no more attack. I take the lead back on overall, and in the end, it was a good day. So Paulo Goncalves, the Portuguese rider on the BMW 450, won the stage, his first stage win on this event, but everything wasn't perfect. Fantastic onboard shots here. This is from his helmet cam. You can see him glancing down at the trips and back up again at the road to see where he is. Loved the sand and the dunes, and continues to recover the time that he lost on day one. Incredibly varied terrain, typical Dakar territory. Sand and hard clumps of grass. Very tricky to pick a decent route through. But he did the job today, and he won the stage.
I'm very happy today because I win this stage. It's a good day for me and for Team Bianchi Prata Vodafone, because it's the first win in Africa with BMW. And I think it's good because a stage today is very hard with too many dunes and too many sands, and I can finish in first position. It's very nice for us.
So a great result for Goncalves, winning the stage. 1 minute 40 back with Rodriguez, then Verhoeven, Faria and Casto. Overall, Casto drops back from the lead and Rodriguez moves into the lead again. Faria in third, Verhoeven and Goncalves. Just the top four within 10 minutes of each other now. And it could have been a very different day if people hadn't had the problems they did. We're going to head to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be having a chat with BMW rider Frans Verhoeven and seeing the results of the day for the cars. Join us in a minute.
Live on Eurosport.
That'll do it. Nadal holds to love, and fitting perhaps, but on Bjorn Borg's birthday, he joins in him in celebrating just becoming the second man to win 5 or more French Open titles. It's not revenge from last year, his first ever loss here against Söderling. It's just pure delight. The 10 kilograms of solid silver, created in 1981, adorned with grapevine leaves and swan handles.
Live on Eurosport.
A whole new way of enjoying the FIFA World Cup with Hyundai. Feel the game. Supported by Hyundai.
Talking about uranium, copper, gold, and if you take a look at the stock reaction, markets also hit record highs early in the session.
The Speed Brain team are using the rally as a testing ground for developing their BMW-powered bike.